The rain has stopped. After the storm comes the quiet. A moment just for you, the night, and the music.
In a room full of voices, yeah. Each corner's a world of its own. But my eyes only see you. You're standing alone. Just one moment to go. My hand in yours, just stay a little more. 'Cause in the silence after rain, everything has changed. But you will always stay. You will always stay. And I will always say, it's just the silence after rain. Yeah. A thousand faces before me. So why am I drawn to you now? When we know how this story ends, we just don't know. This moment, one moment from now. So take my hand, just hold it while you can. 'Cause in the silence after rain, everything has changed. But you will always stay. And I will always say, it's just the silence after It's just the silence after. Echo, echo, echo. In these rooms you used to know. The bedroom still smells like your perfume. Though you left here months ago, I assume. The kitchen table set for two, but it's just me talking to the ghost of conversations that we had. The empty chair where you used to sit. I hear your laughter in the hall, but when I turn there's nothing at all. The bathroom mirror holds your face in the fog in the empty space where you used to stand and fix your hair. Now there's just the morning air, cold and quiet, still and dead, like all the things we never said before you walked out of this place. Left me with your empty space. These empty rooms remember you. Every corner holds a clue of who we were before you left, of all the love that I have left. In empty rooms that echo back every word, every track of your footsteps on the floor. Empty room, don't walk anymore. Empty rooms, you don't walk anymore. Empty rooms, you don't walk anymore. The living room's a graveyard now of the life we had somehow. Photos on the wall still hang, but they don't mean the same thing. The couch where we used to lay, different in the day when sunlight shows how much dust has settled on our trust. These empty rooms remember you. Every corner holds a clue of who we were before you left, of all the love that I have left. In empty rooms that echo back every word, every track of your footsteps on the floor. Empty rooms you don't walk in. I could move, find a new place, start over, new space. But I'm afraid I bring with me these empty rooms internally. They're not just walls and floors, they're in my pores. The emptiness you left behind lives in my mind. So I'll stay in these empty rooms, where your memory looms, where echo answers when I speak, where I feel both strong and weak. Empty rooms that hold your ghost, the one I love the most. Empty rooms, my only home, where I'm forever alone. We put it at a no, I don't look anymore. We put it at a no, I don't look anymore. We put it at a no, I don't look anymore.
I walk the fragile frost of early morning. Silver light drapes every sleeping spire. Breath becomes a promise in the hush before the world. My heart a quiet drum beneath the choir of wire. Shadows recede as hope ignites in quiet ways. Each step I take rewrites the edges of my name. In every frozen breath I find a spark, a whisper urging me to leave my mark. Rise with me beyond the winter's glassy veil. Let every frozen doubt dissolve and pale. I'll carry dawn within this restless soul. Forge my path where shattered dreams become whole. Footprints vanish in the drifting silver sea. I chase reflections of who I'm to be. Fallen flakes compose a song of new beginnings, a fleeting dance that stirs my hidden wings. Cold may cling, but embers glow beneath the wire, guiding me through endless hours of night. In every echo of the silent sky, I hear the promise of a braver cry. No more waiting for the sunrise to decide. I claim the light that pulses deep inside. Through every faltering step and trembling doubt, I'll fan the flame until my purpose shouts. Rise with me beyond the winter's glassy veil. Let every frozen doubt dissolve and pale. I'll carry dawn within this At dusk we hang small lights on the edge of ordinary and call them courage. Balconies become altars for the things we cannot say. Paper lanterns tethered to the thin wire of our days. Neighbors pass like ships with curtains drawn, their windows small islands in a sea of glass. I watch the glow and think of all the quiet days. How loneliness gathers like rain in the gutters. There is a tenderness in the way we light the dark. A small rebellion against the night's appetite. Paper lanterns floating in the same sky. We are small fires that refuse to die. In the hush between the buildings we find a song, a fragile chorus that keeps us strong when the world forgets the names we call our lanterns. We'll remember them all. An old woman ties a ribbon to a lamppost like a map. A young man leaves a poem folded in the stairwell. We string our hopes on thin wire and call it courage. And the wind reads our names like a secret language. The city listens with a patience almost kind and returns our whispers as echoes of belonging. Let the lantern sway and teach us how to bend, how to hold light without burning the hand. We will learn to pass the flame along the line until every balcony is a constellation of kin. Paper lanterns tethered to the same sky. We will keep our fires until the night says goodbye. In the quiet, in the ordinary, we become a tide, lifting one another so no one has to hide. When the city forgets the faces of the small, lanterns will answer every call.
Mm. 6 o'clock sunset at the rooftop pool. Jersey girls, Wall Street, and their finance bros, and their Rolexes and Patek Philippe's to impress my friends and me, but I don't like it. My God, I love it. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe, and it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe, and it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe, and it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. He whispers in my ear, do you want a drink? I say sure, and he takes my hand So my friends take pictures of me like a paparazzi on the street. But I don't like it. My God, I love it. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe. And it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe. And it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. I had a dream last night about me and you in your penthouse, babe. And it felt so real. Do you want me to stay? 'Cause I'm gonna leave. Erosion happens so slowly, you don't see the change at first. Just a little worse. Each day, each year, each generation passing by. Erosion, we deny that the landscape of our humanity is washing away. Erosion today looks normal because we've forgotten what the shore looked like before. Erosion, more and more of our compassion, of our empathy is gone, and we don't notice anymore. Watery roads dry, one drop at a time. Over years, erosion appears insignificant until the canyons carved 1,000 feet deep down. Erosion in this town is taking decency, is taking kindness from our collective soul. Erosion takes its toll, so gradually that we adjust, normalize the decay. Erosion every day removes a little more of what made us human, what made us care. Erosion wearing us down from mountain to ground. We're losing altitude, losing height. Erosion out of sight is the process, is the slow destruction here. Erosion year by year, we're becoming something less than what we were. Erosion none, I'm not sure we'll recognize ourselves when the canyons finally carved. I remember when we used to help strangers without question as erosions cast that impulse aside, replaced it with suspicion, fear and doubt. Erosion's about removing trust, removing faith in human goodness over time. Erosion's crime against our better nature is a subtlety, it's stealth. Erosion of our wealth, of character is happening while we're distracted by the noise. Geologists say erosion can be stopped with intervention. Erosion's intention is to reduce everything to sediment, to dust and sand. Erosion, I stand against this gradual loss of who we used to be as people here. Erosion's fear is that we'll wake up, that we'll notice what's been taken while we slept. Erosion's kept us busy, kept us numb, kept us from seeing what's at stake. So I'm building barriers against erosion's persistent flow. Erosion, I know that one person can reverse the canyon carved by years of slow decline. Erosion, the line between what's lost and what remains is getting thinner every day. Erosion, I'll stay vigilant, I'll notice, I resist the normalization of decay. Erosion won't take away my humanity without a fight, without me standing firm on shore. Erosion wearing us down from mountain to ground. We're losing altitude,
Sharp and soft and warm. This elegant violence.
You ended us so beautifully, with gentle words and courtesy. A velvet guillotine that fell so smooth I couldn't tell that I was being executed. My love was being muted with silk and sophistication, a civilized assassination. You smiled while you killed me, said it's not you, it's me. Made murder look like art while you broke my heart. Velvet guillotine came down without a single sound. You cut me off so clean, the kindest killing I've seen in your velvet guillotine. I didn't feel a thing until the blood began to show. That's when I finally know you destroyed me gently. Yeah, you served me poison in fine china, dressed the ending in designer, made the death of us look elegant. So tasteful, so intelligent. No screaming, no fighting, no singing, just your velvet guillotine coming down with grace. A smile upon your face. Velvet guillotine came down without a single sound. You cut me off so clean, the kindest killing I've seen in your velvet guillotine. I didn't feel a thing until the blood began to show. That's when I finally know you destroyed me gently. There's something cruel in kindness, in this sophisticated blindness to the pain that soft words bring. The mercy killing of everything we were is harder to grieve, because you made it so easy to leave. With your velvet touch that meant so much and nothing at all. Your velvet guillotine has fallen and I'm left here broken, but at least I died in style with your pretty smile and your velvet guillotine. And the most beautiful scene of an ending I've known died on a velvet throne. You killed me softly.
I'm rewilding myself, taking back the land that society colonized with their demands of who I should be, how I should behave. I'm rewilding, I'm breaking out of the cave. They domesticated me since I was small, taught me to be quiet, to make myself small, to serve, to smile, to never play back. I'm rewilding everything they try to hack. Rewilding, returning to the wild, the untamed woman, the feral child I used to be before they taught me shame. Rewilding, reclaiming my name, my body, my voice, my primal scream. Rewilding is my freedom dream. No more cages, no more chains. Rewilding through my veins. I stopped shaving, stopped apologizing, stopped shrinking, started realizing the wild isn't wrong, it's how we're born. Rewilding is breaking through the thorns of expectation, of should and must. Rewilding is learning to trust my instincts, my gut, my animal knowing. Rewilding is how I'm growing back into my natural state before the world tried to domesticate. Rewilding, returning to the wild, the untamed woman, the feral child I used to be before they taught me shame. Rewilding, reclaiming my name, my body, my voice, my primal scream. Rewilding is my freedom dream. No more cages, no more pack to hunt my dreams. Rewilding is louder than it seems. So I'm teaching my daughters to be wild and never apologize for being a child of earth and fire and untamed spirit. Rewilding so they can inherit wild and free. This is me. Wild and free. Wild and free. I built these walls when I was young. After the first time I got stung by words that cut me to the bone, so I decided I'd be stoned. Piece by piece I put it on this armor that I've worn so long. It's heavy but it keeps me safe from anyone who tries to break through to the girl I used to be before I learned to never need. I'm protected but I'm alone. This summer's become my home. I can't remember anymore what I was defending for. This summer's keeping me alive, but it's the reason I can't thrive. I'm safe from pain, but I can't feel anything that's actually real. Armor so thick I can't take off. Protected, but at what cost? I'm untouchable, unbreakable, but I'm dying inside this armor of mine. Someone tried to love me yesterday, but I pushed them far away before they got too close to see the vulnerable parts of me. I told myself it's for the best, that I don't need to be caressed, that I'm stronger on my own in this fortress made of stone. But late at night I wonder why I'm so afraid to really try to let someone inside these walls before the whole thing falls. The summer's keeping me alive, but it's the reason I can't thrive. I'm safe from pain, but I can't feel anything that's actually real. Armor so thick I can't take off. Protected, but at what cost? I'm untouchable, unbreakable, but I'm dying inside this armor of mine. What if I'm not as fragile as I think? What if I don't shatter or sink? What if the armor's heavier than any wound I get from letting someone in? I've been carrying this weight for years, building walls from all my fears, but maybe the real danger is living behind this metal kiss of cold protection from the world. Maybe I'm just a lonely girl who's forgotten how to be held, who's convinced herself she's made of steel, when really I'm just scared to feel anything that's vulnerable and real. I tried to take it off today. One piece of armor fell away, and I felt air upon my skin for the first time since I don't know when. It hurt, it scared me half to death. I almost couldn't catch my breath, but for a moment I was free from this prison I built around me. Maybe I don't need these walls. Maybe it's okay to fall. Maybe being open is the bravest thing there is. This armor kept me from the pain, but also from the sun and rain. I was safe, but I was numb. Look at what I have become. Armor coming off piece by piece. Finally I might find peace. I was untouchable, but now I'm learning how to live without this armor I don't need now. It's terrifying standing here without my shield, without my spear, exposed to everything I fear. somehow it feels right. The armor's on the ground and I'm still standing safe and sound. Turns out I'm stronger than I knew without the weight I'm carrying through. No more armor, no more walls. It's okay if sometimes I fall. No more hiding, no more fear. I'm finally clear. Armor falling down, armor on the ground. I don't need it anymore. I'm not fighting in a war. I'm just living, just being seen. Just trying to find what love means without the armor in between me and everything. Me and everything. Don't move, don't breathe. Let the silence settle in just like this forever. The clock on the wall is a ticking bomb, counting down the seconds of this perfect calm. You are looking at me with that light in your eyes, and I know that tomorrow brings a compromise. Everything blooms and then everything fades. The brightest of colors turn to grayer shades. But here in the winter, under the white, we can stop the rotation of the day and the night. I don't want the spring to come and melt what we have. I don't wanna walk down a muddy path. They say that life is about moving on, but I wanna stay here until I am gone. If warmth is the thing that makes the fruit rot, then give me the cold, give me the frost. I wanna capture this feeling right now before we forget the why and the how. Let's turn into crystal, clear and cold. A story of love that will never get old. Suspend us in ice, suspend us in time. Preserve the rhythm and preserve the rhyme. No wrinkles on faces, no tears on the cheek. Stronger than diamonds, never too weak. If we stay frozen, we never can break. So let's sleep forever for our own sake. Beautiful crystal, unchanging, eternal. I've seen how the lovers slowly drift apart. Erosion of kindness, erosion of heart. The words get routine and the touch gets dry, and the truth is replaced by a comfortable lie. I refuse to let gravity pull us down low. I'd rather be statues buried in snow. It's a tragic decision, a selfish demand, but I can't bear to let go of your hand. So summon the blizzard, summon the storm. I never wanna be human and warm. They say that life is about moving on, but I wanna stay here until I am gone. If warmth is the thing that makes the fruit rot, then give me the cold, give me the frost. Let's turn into crystal, clear and cold. A story of love that will never get old. Suspend us in ice, suspend us in time. Preserve the rhythm and preserve the rhyme. No wrinkles on faces, no tears on the cheek. Stronger than diamonds, never too weak. If we stay frozen, we never can break. So let's sleep forever for our own sake. Beautiful crystal, is it death or is it immortality? To escape the grip of reality. I'm scared of the future, I'm scared of the change. I'm scared that you'll look at me and find me strange. So lock the door, throw away the key. Freeze the water, just you and me. Perfect, flawless, still. My life is an aperture, opening and closing tight, controlling how much light gets and how much I let myself feel and see. Aperture protecting me from overexposure, from being too vulnerable. Aperture, I'm impalpable, but keeping myself in shadow in the safe. Aperture, I'm afraid of what happens when I open wide. Wide aperture means shallow focus, blurred background noise. Aperture, the choice is always between depth and clarity, never both. Aperture might grow, depends on learning when to open, when to close. Aperture, nobody knows the constant calculation happening inside. Aperture, I hide behind the settings, behind the technical control. Aperture, let me see clear without the fear of too much light, too much truth. Aperture, in my youth I kept you close, so tight, so small. Aperture, now I'm letting fall the barriers, effect stops the control. Aperture, my soul needs full exposure to be whole. Photographers know that aperture affects the mood. Aperture, I view my life through the wrong settings for too long. Aperture, I'm strong enough now to risk the overexposure, the burn. Aperture, I'm learning to discern when protection becomes prison, when safety kills. The thrills of living require open and wide sometimes. Wide open aperture means everything's in focus. Sharp aperture, the heart sees clearly when you're brave enough to let aperture, no regret for the times I kept it closed and missed a shot. Aperture, what I've got now is understand another balance needed here. Aperture, crystal clear. So I'm adjusting my aperture to let more in. Aperture, beginning to trust that I can handle the full light of day. Aperture, come with me. I'm done living in the shadows of my own making. Aperture, I'm taking the risk of being seen or being known. Aperture, I've grown into someone who can handle the exposure now. Let me see clear without the fear of too much light, too much truth. Aperture, in my youth I kept you close, so tight, so small. Aperture, now I'm letting fall the barriers, the theft stops the control. Aperture, my soul needs full exposure to be whole. Standing tall, my vertebrae are more than bones stacked high. Each one is a moment when I didn't cry, when I should have, when I needed to break. Vertebrae, for my children's sake I stayed strong, I stayed upright, I held the weight. Vertebrae, my fate is to be the backbone of this family unit here. Vertebrae, year after year, adding pressure, adding load I wasn't built to hold. But vertebrae are designed for compression, that's their role. Vertebrae, my soul understands this intellectually, but still vertebrae, the will to keep standing when I wanna collapse and fall. Vertebrae, I've given all my strength to others, left nothing for myself. Vertebrae, my health is suffering from carrying everyone's burden here. Vertebrae, I'm the spine holding up the weight of every life but mine, standing tall while crumbling inside. Vertebrae, I've tried to be strong enough for everyone who leans. Vertebrae, the backbone is to bear the load alone. Vertebrae, I've grown tired of being the one who never breaks. My mother had vertebrae of steel and stone. Vertebrae, she known nothing but strength, nothing but holding steady ground. Vertebrae, I found that I inherited her spine, but not her numbness to pain. Vertebrae, the strain is showing now in ways I can't ignore anymore. Vertebrae, my core is screaming for relief, for someone else to hold the weight. But who holds up the backbone when she needs support? Vertebrae, I'm caught between strength and vulnerability, between pride and need. Vertebrae, I bleed internally from compression fractures no one sees. Vertebrae, on my knees, I'm praying for the strength to ask for help this time. So I'm learning that vertebrae need rest between the loads. Vertebrae, new roads are opening when I admit I can't do this alone. Vertebrae, I've grown into someone who can say I'm tired without shame. Vertebrae, the game of being strong at all costs is one I'm quitting now. Vertebrae, somehow I find balance between being strong and being human too. I'm the spine holding up the weight of every life of mine, standing tall while crumbling inside. Vertebrae, I've tried to be strong enough for everyone who leans. Vertebrae, what it means to be the backbone is to bear the load alone. Vertebrae, I've grown tired of being the one who never breaks. Asking help, standing still.
I stand where glass meets river, watching reflections by their names. The skyline trades and promises we cannot catch, and every window keeps a ledger of small defeats. Men in coats fold their mourning into silent envelopes, walking past the places where their fathers once believed. A child sells paper boats who can use, who forget to look. And the tide returns to change with a softer kind of truth. There is a grammar to the hurry, a punctuation of the tired, and in the margins of the day a question learns to breathe. In the glass harbor we see ourselves twice. One face honest, one face made of compromise. We raise our hands to windows that will not open, and learn to keep our names from being washed away. If hope is a harbor, let it be more than a reflection. Let it be a place that holds the weight of our return. Factories hum like distant prayers beneath the neon, and someone stitches a coat with the thread of other people's dreams. A woman folds a letter into the shape of a bird and lets it go. The bird lands on a ledge and waits for someone to remember. We trade our hours for roofs that leak with the same rain, and call it living when the ledger says we have survived. Break the glass, they say, but the shards remember light, and every cut becomes a constellation on our palms. We will learn to read the constellations of our scars and find a harbor in the honest geometry of dawn. In the glass harbor, reflections learn to speak. They trade their masks for voices soft and meek. We will open windows with the patience of tides and let the city keep the parts that no longer hide. If tomorrow is a ledger, write my name in ink that stays, a line that holds the story of the brave.
Night drapes the alley in a pale moon glow. My heartbeat sinks with every unread line. I send a single dot across the frozen wire, hoping you'll reply before the night resigns. Breath forms clouds in the hush of midnight air. I trace your name on the frost-kissed pane. Silent digits flicker like distant prayers, yearning for the spark to break this cold chain. In every pulse of light across the screen, I chase the warmth that hides beneath the sheen. Reach out through the dark on this fragile thread. Guide me past the doubts I carry in my head. Let your voice be the ember that lights my way. A flicker in the frost to keep the night at bay. Empty benches cradle whispers of the past. Snow drifts like secrets where our shadows meet. I press my palm against the glass of yesterday, hoping for a spark to thaw the silent beat. Each notification is a hope unspoken, a lifeline cast into a sea of blue. I chase the echo of your digital emotion, wondering if you feel this pull too. Across the void of static and of doubt, I listen for the signal calling me out. Reach out through the dark on this fragile thread. Guide me past the doubts I carry in my head. Let your voice be the ember that lights my way. A flicker in the frost to keep the night at bay. No more drifting in the spaces in between. I'll stake my hope on what these pixels mean. Break the silence with a single line, and let our hearts connect beyond the sign. Reach out through the dark on this fragile thread. Guide me past the doubts I carry in my head. Let your voice be the ember that lights my way. A flicker in the frost to keep the night at bay. taxonomy of human beings now. They figured out how to categorize every person in a boxes neat and clean. This taxonomy obscene reduces souls to labels, to demographics on a chart. This taxonomy art of division is how they keep us separated, fighting amongst ourselves. This taxonomy shelves our humanity in favor of statistical convenience here. Taxonomy in science helps us understand the natural world, but when it's unfurled on people, on communities, on everything we are, this taxonomy scar becomes permanent, becomes identity, becomes cage. This taxonomy rage is building in me as I watch us sort ourselves into tribes. This taxonomy bribes us with belonging if we just accept the category assigned. Taxonomy, we're more than labels here, more than what appears on forms and surveys and demographic maps. Taxonomy, the traps they've set for us by making us believe. Taxonomy's reprieve is identifying with a group against the rest. Taxonomy's test is whether we remember we're human first, labels last. I'm a woman, I'm Asian, I'm middle class, I'm educated too. This taxonomy zoo of adjectives defines me to the system, to the state. This taxonomy fate is that I'm seen as data points, as market segments, not as whole. This taxonomy toll on my individuality is heavy as a weight. This taxonomy hate for nuance, for complexity, for everything that makes me me and not a type. What if we refuse the taxonomy they've imposed? What if we chose to see each other as individuals, not representatives? This taxonomy gives us permissions to dehumanize the other based on group. This taxonomy loop of prejudice and stereotyping needs to break apart. This taxonomy heart of mine refuses to participate in sorting anymore. So I'm rejecting taxonomy as a way to understand this land of human beings who are infinite in variation in their souls. This taxonomy holes are showing, are revealing how inadequate the system is. This taxonomy quiz has no right answers because people aren't multiple choice. This taxonomy voice inside me says resist the urge to label, categorize, divide. Taxonomy, we're more than labels here, more than what appears on forms and surveys and demographic maps. Taxonomy, the traps they've set for us by making us believe. Taxonomy's reprieve is identifying with a group against the rest. Taxonomy's test is whether we remember we're human first, labels above. The harvest is coming and we're not prepared for what we reap. The seeds we keep planted in soil of love and equality and hate. This harvest date is approaching fast and nobody wants to admit what's growing here. The harvest fear is that we'll get exactly what we've sown for decades past. This harvest casts long shadows over fields we thought would yield us something sweet. Farmers know that harvest time reveals the quality of seed. The harvest need is to acknowledge that we planted greed and violence in the ground. This harvest sound is approaching like thunder, like the storm before the reaping comes. The harvest drums are beating wanting rhythms, but we're covering our ears. The harvest years of plenty are behind us now. The famine's what we've earned today. Harvest time is here. From seeds of division we planted deep harvest. Now we weep at the bitter fruit we're forced to eat. Harvest, we compete for scraps while the soil dies beneath our feet. Harvest, bittersweet. It's too kind of word for this. We planted seeds of us versus them in every field. This harvest yield, a civil war is hatred. Is the neighbor turning against neighbor here? The harvest clear, as day was always gonna be this way. We knew the harvest through the years we sown destruction, sown mistrust, sown fear. The harvest near, it's judgment day for choices that we made along the way. But farmers also know that soil can be renewed. The harvest viewed not as an ending but a chance to start again with better seed. The harvest need is for us to admit we failed, we planted wrong, we chose the harvest roles among a culture of exploitation of short-term gain. The harvest pain is necessary for us to learn how to grow something real. So I'm preparing for the harvest with humility and truth. The harvest youth are inheriting a field we've destroyed with our choices made. The harvest paid by them for our mistakes is the cruelest part of all this here. The harvest year is coming when they'll ask us why we didn't change our ways. The harvest days ahead are darker, maybe we can plant something new tomorrow. Harvest time is here, ready or not we're reaping what we've got. From seeds of division we planted deep harvest. Now we weep at the bitter fruit we're forced to eat. Harvest, we compete scraps while the soil dies beneath our feet. Harvest, bittersweet. It's too kind of word for this. Harvest time is here, ready on, we're reaping what we've got. From seeds of division we planted deep harvest. Now we weep at the bitter fruit we're forced to eat. Harvest, we compete scraps while the soil dies beneath our feet. Harvest, bittersweet.